Hey guys, how are you? Welcome to my channel. Welcome to my first video. Let's see how it goes. Today I'm in Forge Minecraft 1.16.5 and I'm showing Resourceful Bees, a small tutorial, the basic stuff about this mod. I got to know the mod in a mod pack called Sky Bees, which is a great one. I advise you to check it out. It's on Curse Forge. And this tutorial will be divided in several segments, like how to get bees, how to use the bees, setting up your first bee production manually, your first automated bee production using the centrifuge, storing and using honey, and then apiaries. In advance, I'm sorry if my accent is a little weird or if the way I talk it's weird at sometimes. It's because English is not my first language, so I'll try my best and let's start it. So Resourceful Bees has many bees that gives you the chance to get resources by collecting the honey drops. So for example, I'll show you the basic ones that comes with the mod. It can be, you can add many more bees in the configs. So you have like gold bee, redstone, pigment, quartz, netherite, lapis, iron, icy, coal, beeper, which is like the creeper one, diamond, dragon bee, RGB, which is for dice, skeleton bee, slimy, wither, zombie. So many bees, and from each bee you can collect the honeycomb, and then when you process the honeycombs you can get resources. For example, if you have an emerald bee and you collect the honeycombs from the emerald bee, when you process those honeycombs, like this one or the block type, you will get emeralds and other byproducts, and that's basically it. The first real question that you have is, man, how do I get bees? So bees spawn around the world in the nether and in the end, and you can just go around and then find them. A very useful thing that you might want to craft is the empty bee jar, which I'll show you the recipe here. I'm using GEI to show the recipes and to show the items. If you craft this empty bee jar, you can catch bees. I'll show you how easily it is. Let's, for example, see if you find a bee outside. I'll enter one of these apiaries. A coal bee, you just right click it and there you have it. You have a coal bee in your inventory. So now that you catch the bees, I'll show you some basic mechanics. Like the Minecraft bees, the vanilla ones, you can breed the bees very easily. Man, this one is at the door. I have to figure out a way to get inside without it leaving. But I'll show you how. So each bee has a different type of flower, as if you can say that. So the vanilla ones have the normal ones like dandelions and the red ones, which I can't remember the name now. But for example, diamond bees, if you want to breed them and have another diamond bee, you have to no, don't go. You have to give them diamond ore. And ta-da! Oh, how cute. So that's how you breed same species bees to get more bees of the same kind. But man, no, come here. Where's the baby one? Okay. Now it's trying. Okay, I'll catch them all. So you're asking, okay, I can breed the same species bees, but how do I get new types of bees? Well, getting new type of bees it's by breeding different bees, and you can check that out in GEI. So GEI is a very important mod so that you can follow and get through the mod. So you can check, let's see, any bee, a quartz bee, how it is made the quartz bee. In this case, quartz bee, okay, it's quartz by quartz, so you have to find it in the nether. But I know there's one like netherite. Okay, that one, it's so netherite. To get a netherite bee, you need to breed a diamond bee with a wither bee. And GI shows you what type of flower you can give or you have to give the bee. So for example, wither bee, you have to give the rotten flesh, and diamond bee, I don't know if it's any ore, but I've tried diamond ore and I think it's I don't know if the others work. You can try it out, but I'll show you how it works. So let me get inside. So you just give the diamond one, the diamond ore. You get some rotten flesh. I forgot it's in this chest outside. Rotten flesh. And sneak right click. Eat it. Eat it, please. Hey, how are you? Go, go. Oh, 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 oh. And there you go. You have now a netherite bee. So this is a way for you to breed bees and get new types. And this is a way for you to breed the same type of bee and get more bees of that type, so that you can farm more resources. So now that you know how to find bees in the wild and how to breed them to get the same species and to get new species, you can use them to collect honeycombs. So you have the vanilla beehive, and then resourceful bees heads tiered beehives that basically can get you more space for bees and more space for honeycombs. That's basically it. The recipes, you'll have to check them out in GEI, because if I show them, the video will be way too long. So now, just like in vanilla Minecraft, you can set up a manual farm. So you just put down a beehive, put down some appropriate flowers, and when I say appropriate, I'm saying like you have to check, for example, in GI, what is the flower the bee needs. Let me see. For example, netherite bee. Okay, again netherite bee. If you do uses, you can see that the flower is with a rose. So if you put any other flower like dandelion or the red one, the bee won't go there and pollinate the flower and give you honeycombs. Okay, so you have to check that out. So in this case, just put down a campfire or use a bee smoker in the hive before you collect the honeycomb with the shears. And how do you know that? Well, when the honeycombs is at the maximum level, you will see honey dripping down the beehive, and that's how you do it manually. But now, what I think it is the fun part is automating stuff, because man, do you want to, every time you want some honeycombs, or you have to check if the beehive is full or not, or other bees are, no, that's not the way to go. So there is an automated way to collect honeycombs. How do you do that? Well, you set up the same boxes like that one. You can set up boxes like with the dimensions you want, but the gist is you put down the beehive there or in the block down, it doesn't matter, but you have to, under it, put a dispenser with shears inside the dispenser, and like the dispenser has to face up, okay, so that the shears are used in the beehive in top of it. Okay, can you okay, you can't. I'll get out of this way. No. Oh man. Okay, go set. You're free. So in the, oh, did you see that? It was working. So next to the beehive, you put a comparator, and you put 5 redstone like this configuration, and under it you'll put down a repeater with some redstone, and another repeater that will send the signal back to the dispenser. So basically what this does is when the comparator checks that the beehive is full of honeycombs, it will send a signal which will activate the dispenser with the shears and shear the beehive. A thing I have to say, thanks to the skyblock beehive, I got to know these methods. So then you can replicate the same thing and have different rooms for different types of bees. But now, one thing, when the dispenser shears the beehive, it will drop the honeycomb on the floor. So you have to have some type of item collector something, just search on the web for some mods, and the collector will collect the dropped honeycombs. And as you can see, it is a lot. And these farms aren't, they didn't run that much. They are only like a few minutes. So yeah, that's a lot. Oh, and also, if you want to move the beehives, let's say for example you have some rooms down and you want to move the rooms to another location or something, you can pick up beehives with a pickaxe that has silk touch. Okay, so that's a way that you can pick all of the bees. So just wait for the night time and they all will go inside the beehive, and then you mine the beehive. And another thing, you have an item in Resourceful Bees, which is the bee box, that if you want to catch more than one bee, let's say I want to catch all of them, you can right click bees and it will store up to 10 bees, as it says in the description, in this box. So it's a easier way to grab more than one bee and move them around. If you want to move bees, you don't need like a jar for each bee, you just can use the bee box. You also have another bee box, which is the lost one, the lost bee box, that I think you can find it in dungeons, and it will have some unique and different bees inside it. Okay, so let's say now you have the honeycombs you want. I'll get some emerald honeycombs and some skeleton honeycombs. So what you will do, you will have to make yourself a manual centrifuge. And man, it is hard for me to say centrifuge, so I apologize in advance. And you just need some glass bottles inside that. You put down the honeycombs and you shift right click, wait some time, and you will get BUX, the appropriate resource for the honeycomb. So if I had to put skeleton honeycombs in there, I would get bones. And from occasion, so it's a percentage, you can get a bottle of honey. Let's see if I can get one. Okay, there you have it. But after that, you don't want to be all day doing this, so you can make yourself a centrifuge based on RF. So if you have another mod like power, in this case, you can use a mod that can give RF to the machine, or if you don't have, you can use the generator from Resourceful Bees, which is the honey generator. But I've tried it. It isn't very good because it's you use a lot of honey for little RF. So my advice is to use another source of power, and it does the same thing. Just put down some honeycombs in there, and it will give you the resource. Let's just wait a second. There you have it. Okay, but after that, if you want to process more honeycombs at a time, you can build the centrifuge casing and the centrifuge controller, which is 3x3x4, not hollows, okay? And you just give it honeycombs and it will process 3 at a time. Okay, or not? Oh, redstone active. Okay, checked if the redstone isn't active. So as you can see, the resources are disappearing. That's because this multi-block interacts with, in every block, it can interact with power, like this one or that one. It can interact with items going into it, like if I put down some, glass bottles inside, it will send them in there. Or you can get items out. And the thing, you can get honey out. Yes, I forgot to mention, the centrifuge, this big one, has an internal tank of honey. So you get honey bottles and you also get honey. This honey you can store in tanks that come in 3 sizes, okay? like those three, and you can, if you have another mod that has pipes, you can take things automatically out of the centrifuge. And at last, the Elite Centrifuge Controller is the same one as this one, but instead of honeycombs, it can process honeycomb blocks. You just put it in there, and ta-da! It's very fast and very nice, and has it's the same as this one. You can interact in all sides to put items and fluids and take fluids out, so very convenient. And also, I showed you the tanks. You also have another tank, if you can say. It's a beacon. It's a very cool thing. There's this bee that it's the ender bee that can teleport around, and this beacon, when given honey, can prevent the bee from teleporting. So you can have like a farm like this one. Oops. You can have a farm like that one and put down a beacon on the side of it, and in a given area the ender bee won't be able to teleport. Consumes honey, grants bee safety, prevents bees from teleport in effect range. I'll show you. Just give it some honey and I'll show you what this teleportation bee does, the ender bee. It will teleport from time to time. Let's see if we have luck. Okay, it did it in one block radius, but okay, that's enough. But if the bee is around, it's like near the beacon, you won't be able to do that. Okay, it went away, but you get the gist. So now that you have everything automated, you must be thinking, okay, now I don't need anything more. Well, you can go for apiaries. You have 4 tiers of apiaries. Apiary is a multi-block of 7 by 7 by 6, and you can use any valid block to make the structure. For example, you can check with GEI integrations if it has the tag Resourceful Bees valid apiary, the first tag that's in the spruce log. So each tier can give you a different output and time modification. For example, this one is 35% time modification, and it gives 8 honeycombs at a time. This one 16 honeycombs, 4 honey blocks, and 8 honeycomb block, and the time it's also different. So when the apiary is activated, it will change from this brown color to that yellow color, saying that it's valid. If it is invalid, you can click it and it will say missing apiary storage block, and block at position is invalid. So you always need the apiary storage, but optionally you can have the breeder. So for upgrades, you can upgrade the storage with the storage upgrade. I'll show you here. Like, where is it? Oh, there it is. Like iron upgrade, gold, diamond, emerald. And for the breeder, you can upgrade the slots it has and the time it takes to breed the bees. And that's basically it. The bees will use the apiary core to go inside and give the honeycombs, and the apiary storage will give you the resources. And just like the centrifuge, you can get the resources automatically out of the apiary storage, like with pipes and with any mod that can have that functionality. Also, you can build inside the apiary with decorative things that it won't change the way it acts. I forgot to say how the breeder works in the apiary. So you just insert the breeder on any face of the apiary, and then you just put the appropriate flowers to the bees you're breeding, and put the 2 filled jars of the bees, put the empty jar on the end, and the bees will give you the output to the apiary storage. Okay, so in this case it's always redstone bees, because the two bees are redstone bees, but if there is a mutation, you can get said mutation in the apiary storage. And in an extra segment, I can show you that there is a thing, a very important thing that you might want to check with these bees. So, if you go into any bees uses, you can see that the bees can turn, for example this one, stone into lapis lazuli. Okay, this is a way of block to block mutation, transformation. So if you checked any bee, you will see that they have different transmutations, like netherrack to glowstone, stone to cobblestone. I can't understand why, but okay. You know, GI, it's a very useful tool for you to know the flowers that the bee needs, the block to block mutations it can have, and the breeding. What do you need to breed them together, and of course, which honeycomb can you get from it? So, in regards to the transmutation of the blocks, you can see there the gilded blackstone, which is from the blackstone. If you see the uses in netherite B, there you go, blackstone to gilded blackstone. You have this information icon that tells you that you need a hive nearby and the bee to have nectar so that the transmutation can happen. So yeah, that's it guys, that's a tutorial for resourceful bees. Hope you had a good time and you understood what this mod is about. Give me some feedbacks in the comments below, and I'll try in the future to make more videos of tutorials of other mods. Okay, see you next time.